Hi, welcome back to Mama for Jasmine's Food Journey. If this is your first time to the channel, I want to say welcome. If this is not your first time to the channel, I want to say welcome back. So today, I'm kind of playing around the kitchen, and a friend of mine got me this Cafe du Monde beignet mix. But I'm kind of reading the instructions, and they don't seem right, so come along and see how these turn out. Stay tuned. So I'm really excited about giving these a try. My friend went back home to New Orleans and she brought me back this box, and I've been dying to try it ever since she brought it back from Mardi Gras. So I'm going to follow the instructions as closely as possible. We did about a cup of the mix with about 3.5 ounces of water. So I did half of the recipe. And I sped this up because I feel like with mixing, I'm just stirring. You kind of get the gist, but I want to show you that I am really incorporating the mix in with the water. But as you notice, it's not really dry like I thought it was going to be. It's actually very moist. And I thought it was going to be like almost like a ball of like harder dough, but it's really incredibly fragile. So as you see, it's very goopy, the mix, and I'm mixing it down, make sure that everything, there's no pockets of mix not mixed in. And I'm gonna get it on a floured surface. But while I'm preparing to grab the flour, I wanna show you something. So as the bowl sits there, it's going to rise and double in size, which I thought was pretty great because I didn't leave it sit there for very long. So just as proof, I don't know, like maybe proving to myself, here are the instructions. And I'm going to try to follow them as best as I can. So I'm flouring the surface, but I realized after frying the first beignet, I needed way more flour. So I did a pile of flour to add, and then I poured the mixture onto the counter. As you see, it's still very goopy. And I patted it on the top. So I like to do this thing when I bake, as I pat it on the top and then I start manipulating, working with it, because I feel like it gives it a double floured surface. And it really helped out. So I scooped underneath the dough to try to get more flour there and really press it into form. And it's still incredibly soft. So I'm gonna add some more flour to it. Now that I got it to the size I want it, I'm going to roll it into about 2.5 by 2.5 squares. Yes, I'm cutting crooked. I don't even know why I did all that mess. I really don't. Like, I don't know, it's like that last little corner. You see that? How crooked that is? I really don't know. And I had a pizza cutter. So I fried the first beignet just to give it a test to see if the temperature of the fryer was right. It didn't puff like I wanted it to. Yeah, I'm struggling with the camera. But I'm also taking another bite. Nom, 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 nom. But it's crispy. The texture's amazing, but I think we could do better. So I added more flour to the beignets themselves and cut them a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna fry about 3 of these at a time, and they are very quick. Like, it's like 30 seconds, if to a minute on each side. So as you notice, that first beignet is already ready to go. So I'm gonna give it a flip. And ideally, and I don't have the tools for this, if you can, press the beignet completely down in the oil right when you put it in, because it's going to give it that pocket and pop up that you're looking for. Because I feel like that's the only thing I really didn't hit the mark on with these beignets. It didn't have that air pocket I really wanted, but of course they were incredible. Now stay tuned for the next video. See you next week. Bye.